You keep a secret. Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Damn, these talk to me wild like they ain't try to be down like when y'all 12. You gotta say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visitors and our home team. Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Check, smash. Red, put.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
Set, ready.
On the RPO, quick toss to Burton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Black, shoot, yellow, set.
A second down throw for Young. Another one there for Burton. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a big one right there. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not.
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown Snowhawks. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. No problem there on the extra point. And the Snowhawks will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Dart gonna keep this on his own read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Third and long, and Dart is gonna throw. That's made. That's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. Gonna be 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And the rush is gonna get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down.
Ready, red, set.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Space to run inside the 20. And he'll be taken down. 16-yard pickup on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
Smash, smash. That's 1st down.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Black Ultra. Set.
Look at play action with Young. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
12 yards to go. Ready. Yellow, 22. Slide blue. Blue striker. Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue. Because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to get it.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Dart going to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got it.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Out of of the gun, here comes Dart. He's got a receiver, that's Woods. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Dart. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Giants first down.
For a Toronto first down. A gain of 12. First down.
Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Dart. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. We are through one. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with first and 10. Throwing again, Dart. They'll take this one up close to the first down marker. To spot it where the slide begins, it's a pickup of about 9.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground. So here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's a handoff to Walker. Finding room to the 20. And he will score! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Giants. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will level things out at 7 apiece. Time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
6, black ultra, blue 32. Smash, red, ready?
On first down is Young. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Steal, check there, ready?
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first catch there for Chase, and he's got a first down to go with him.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, hut. Hut.
Now Young. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On second down, Young. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A short game, down to the 7.
He is tackled at the 7-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, son. Start.
Fields going to hang on to this one. And he will do it himself. He's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, San Diego. A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Snowhawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing's developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On third down, here is Dart. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Remain here in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Red, yellow, ready. 50, green. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Young. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newbin. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. Throwing is Dart. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. Nice job there on that return. Gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
At the 37-yard line.
A second down throw for Young. He'll check that down to Pacheco. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
On play action, Young. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
White. Hey, Full Fury. 10 black. Needle blue. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. Young. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Mega. Real green. Take. Hut.
Here's Young. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Young. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now timeout signal form, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
Big smash, red. Set.
Back to throw, Young. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Luther Burton. Touchdown, Snowhawks.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the returns. And the drive will begin there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
60 by 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Stark. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this 1st half. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Dart. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. Forced to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. moving to his right. And he will have a Giants first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing. Dart. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Giants.
24 more yards. That's another Toronto first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Dart. Forced out, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The safety, Trayvon Merrick, in there for the sack. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Shotgun run now with Walker. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Once again, it's Walker.
And Walker, the ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 4th down and less than a
The
yard.
field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Dart. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Toronto.
Touchdown, Toronto.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and great awareness meets great scheme. All you need is great execution.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the double. Ultra. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Black shot. Here we go. Blue strike. Slide sticky. Green. Blaster. 6. Red. Cycle. 10.
Throwing on second down, Young. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll be third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They got 14 there, didn't get it by much, but they do pick up the first down.
And the San Diego first down.
Mega.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And just a short gain there, down to the 48.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And Give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
White. 52 blue. Ready?
On second down, Young. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Luther Burton, the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
Fields to throw for it. He's got his man. It's Pickens. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Another San Diego first down.
Play action now for Fields. Moving left. This is caught at 2. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, San Diego.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run the toss with Walker. And a good run there. They'll get him 5 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
3rd and short. Here's Dart exiting the pocket right. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Dart. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's dark. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Dart going to throw here on second down. Forced out left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. The run up the middle. It's Walker. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's fourth and long coming up.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Giants first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
That's another Giants first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Giants first down.
To throw is Dart. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. Throwing is Dart. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Aside. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Well, it's a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. That is caught. And he will score. Game on. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, Giants. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready. Okay, cross field. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
San Diego, first down.
Flag
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hut. 50. Hut.
Young to throw on first down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamar Chase. Touchdown Snowhawks. He's been 7th touchdown of the season. The extra point is good. And the Snowhawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. On 1st and 10, here is Dart.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Snowhawks will take over here just past the 30.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to it. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball. You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the 1st down. So we'll have 3rd down coming up. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43. Black ultra. Black shot.
Out of the shotgun. Young. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Cut.
From the gun, it's Young. Over the middle, he has got Burton. And the Giants here will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here we go. Set.
Another one there for Burton. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand. Here's 1st and 10. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the the Snowhawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Ready.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
First and 10.
14 yards on the play. That's good for a San Diego first down.
Young. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
3, 6, mega.
16 yards. And the San Diego first down.
Young to throw on first and 10. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them back.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good, and the Snowhawks are able to extend the lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. To throw, it's Dart on first and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Tuli Tuipulotu in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're gonna play next week in the wild card round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.